Well, hello guys, I'm back again, and today we're going to be talking about relics. Ironeye's relics. We're basically going to be focusing the majority of the video, and the first thing we're going to do is just hop on to Dexterity. We're going to talk about how Dexterity affects them at level 1 and all the way up to level 15. Before we begin, I just wanted to say that this is a series of videos. This is the third in the series. I'm going to probably make around 6. You do not need to watch the first and the second to understand everything we get. This might be a long video, but we're just going to get right into it. We're going to do this. Yeah, we'll just begin. The first thing before we start talking about Dexterity is we're going to talk about the equipment and the leveling. So the two items I'm going to be using is Ironeye's bow, and we're going to be using the black bow. Those are the two. As you can see, this one has S in Dexterity, E in Strength. Ironeye's bow has an S in Dexterity and E in Strength. And the reason I'm using 2 is because one is normal and one is purple. I'm pretty sure if you use how I tested everything on other bows, you would get different results. But those are the 2 I'm going to be using for now. Ironeye's bow and black bow, and let's go. The first thing that we need to understand before we talk about Dexterity is how levels work. So right here, if you go here, you have levels, and if you press start in R1, you're going to see your stats, your base stats, and your armaments. Your armaments kind of tell you the damage that you do, and your base stats will tell you your HP and your stamina. So let me pull up a window here, and then just kind of have it on here, right there. Bam, bingo. And then we're going to go all the way up to level 15, and we'll compare the stats. So you see there's a huge and very, very big major jump between level 1 and level 15. So the HP just increases exponentially. You basically doubled your damage. I don't think it's fair to compare it with that, so I'm going to go to 12, maybe 11, because I'm thinking that's how like new players kind of end up on the third night. So that would be a better comparison. So again, new players might be stuck on level 11. For me, it's very like I don't want to talk about myself too much, but reaching level 15 is not that difficult. Like the lowest I reach is 13, but 15 is plausible. However, I think this is a more better understanding for, I guess, the common player or the newer player reaching level 11 or reaching level 12. But as you can see, the damage is almost doubled. Your HP is almost tripled, a little bit more than tripled actually, and your stamina 94 almost doubled. So let me take that screen away. And now that we kind of understand how each level works, your leveling system, like how much points they give you, we can get started on Dexterity. And then we will talk about how it affects it. So here I'm gonna just equip level 1 rune. Yes, equip it. And I didn't have anything equipped prior to this. And as we can see, our damage went up by 1. Now, instead of me going all the way over there to run and level up and then run all the way back and then run all the way forward, I made a graph. It's an ugly graph, but this will kind of get you can see this is what happens with Dexterity equipped. So at level 1, before we do 33. After you equip the relic, you do 34, I'm sorry. And you get, I put the verdict +1. So at level 2, before you have Dexterity equipped, you jump all the way to 44. And after you have it, Dexterity doesn't even affect it. At level 3, 46. And then after you equip 1, 47. And then that's a +1. As you can see, 13, 14, 15 is not affected. And then level 6, 7, 8 is not effective. I kind of made this graph big for the people that are using mobile so that they can kind of see. And I kind of made brackets kind of like to illustrate a little bit more, highlight everything. But that is how having 1 Dexterity affects it. If you are going above level 13, chances are that Dexterity is lost. And this is the way FromSoft works. Their games, they cap, like let's say you're playing Elden Ring and then you just keep leveling up Vigor. At a certain point, the points that you get from Vigor are not going to be as much as the early points. And it looks like Night Rain kind of has that. Let me take that we're gonna watch a lot of graphs today. We have one where I wanted to go overkill. The second graph, well, not the second graph, but the second test I did was getting where is it? Endurance. Nope, dexterity. So I have dexterity. That's not this one. I have dexterity at 9, and it should be this one right here. So if you guys want to see the runes, Grand Burning Scene, Old Pocket Watch, Grand Drizzly Scene, and as you can see, +3, +3, +3. And here our jump just jumps all the way to 41. So we went from 33 all the way to 41. So what does that mean? I actually made another graph. Instead of me running up and down, here it is. So with 9 points of dexterity from level 1 to 3, I put the numbers in the green. I think that anything that's below 30% is good. And then as you can see, from level 4 to 10, you kind of get that +5-ish. So I'm thinking if you're getting half the value of dexterity, it should be in the green. And anything below half, I put on red. So from 11 to 15, you actually get like diminishing returns. That's the word I was looking for, diminishing returns. And like I said, this is kind of where like Dark Souls kind of happens. And Elden Ring, I forgot the name of the game. Elden Ring, that also happens. Like you just keep putting points on vigor. It actually carries on to this game. So what do we take from this graph? Well, these two graphs, that there are diminishing returns on your stats. And again, from level 1 all the way up to level 15, your diminishing returns on your dexterity do go low. This is why I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. I do not, if you are putting dexterity on your build and calling it overpowered or broken, man, well, and now you know, right? So why did I show the black bow in the beginning? Why did I show the black bow in the beginning? Well, it's because of this. This is just the normal bow, correct? And then the black bow, it's purple. So what I was thinking was like maybe because it's purple, we will see bigger damage. We will see bigger things. But as I pull up another ugly graph, you see there, it kind of follows the same thing. The higher the numbers, the higher your levels go, dexterity goes down. And this is the black bow, a damage at 9 dexterity. 9 dexterity. So the ones I put before was at 1 dexterity. Then the second one was at 9. This one's not 9 again, but this was a purple item. And the reason I put level 7 is because you have to be level 7 to equip it. And I was like, I'm not going to do like 1 through 6, like nobody's going to use it. But there you go. Damage numbers before you apply it, after you apply it, and the verdict. Like I said, if you are equipping dexterity on your weapons to do more damage, there's better ways. And before we get to the other stats, I mean, this is just dexterity. And I hope you guys kind of get the picture. Both of these bows are S. And just so that you guys can get the picture of how dexterity is not good. Like for beginning players, it is good. Like for beginning players, you probably don't have any runes. Use it. But let me take all these out. There's this one relic right here. And I don't want to jump into like what I recommend people. But if you, this is a relic that's very late game. In fact, you could even call it like the end game because we don't have an end game right now. But this is when you kill the last boss. And just let me show you just what one relic does. And this is why I don't recommend, like I don't recommend dexterity on like end game builds. But right now, let me go all the way to level 1. Just so that it can illustrate the point just a little bit better. We don't have to add so many numbers. 33. And then what this rune does is if you switch off your weapon and you switch it back on, you already jumped to 50. So you went from 33 all the way to 50. And this carries on all the way up to level 15. So, okay, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Shoot. I have to wait for it to leave. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I have to wait for the buff to leave. And this is just with one relic. We're jumping from attack 66 all the way up to 86. And the way you read this is you add them up. Sure, you do the element, but I mean, just one rune. With just one rune, you're already exceeding the attack of dexterity. Again, if you get anything from this video, is that dexterity leaves much to be desired. Again, new players, use dexterity because that's probably all you have. Veteran players, man, don't say it's overpowered. Don't tell people to put it on their... Don't tell people. That's the reason why I started this, but I'm not going to gloat over it. We're moving on. Base stats. So for base stats, let's see if I can equip one thing. Well, actually, I'm going to go overboard and equip something like this. Endurance. So we have plus 3 endurance on the top, plus 2 endurance in the middle, plus 2 endurance at the bottom. And the reason I'm equipping this is so that you can see the difference. And then we'll talk about all 3 because this is very, very simple to show. So you see where your status is? Your stamina? That little blue thing? That's everything we equip. So all that 8 stamina gives us that little chunk. Well, I shouldn't say chunk. I would say a little bit. And the thing about stamina or like these base stats is that they do not diminish. So these are the base stats, correct? HP, FP, and stamina. This is how much damage you can take. This is how much, like that blue bar right here. So you can use magic and skills. And then stamina is this green thing right here. And because I equipped 8, it gives stamina. But what are the numbers? What are the numbers? I have another ugly graph for you guys. Here they are. Simple, easy. We're knocking 3 out of the park. Vigor. Every point that you get in vigor gives you 20 HP. Every point that you get in mind gives you 5 FP. And every point that you get in endurance gives you plus 2. Easy. Very, very easy. Easy. And the last thing we need to cover, well, base stats, easy. Dexterity, easy. So we got all these. Before I talk about, yeah, let's just do it right now. Would you ever take strength? Would you ever take strength? We have 33 on the iron bow, which I'm just going to put, I couldn't find strength earlier. And shoot, this is going to be, I don't want to take too long here. Strength plus 2. It just gives you 1 point. Like strength doesn't scale good at all with this guy at all, because you have I think it's an E on strength. I might have to check again. And then when you're level 15, this is from 66. You automatically get a 0. And of course, this is just plus 2 strength, but strength doesn't scale with this guy. Strength is not something you should be using. And then the magic one, which is, I forget what the magic one's called, of faith. All that stuff. No, don't use it. Even if you think like, oh, I'm gonna, like, this guy's stats are dexterity. And then you just saw what dexterity does to him. And I'm going to pull the graph again. Just having 1 dexterity does this to him. And that's an S on the bow. So again, do not, like, if you have nothing to do. If you have nothing to use dexterity just for the early levels. But yeah, strength, don't use it on him. Cool. We're done with base stats. We're done with dexterity. We're done with strength. Now, arcane. Arcane is a little bit more complicated. And to be honest, I have not tested it. I don't want to throw something out that I haven't tested myself and I don't know myself. So arcane is going to be a next video. Probably. Actually, our next video are going to be my recommendations. What runes to take. I want to teach people the basis of the game first. And then once they understand the basis, like, they're going to be able to theory craft on themselves, by themselves. They're not going to need me anymore. They're just going to be like, yep, I got it. Like they get a new rune, they're gonna be like, I get it. I know exactly what to do with that one. And like I said, I hope this kind of like clears out a lot of bad, like really, really bad information on him. But yeah, so next video, recommendations. Arcane, I would do it. If I see it's good, I'll do it. He does have a B scaling on Arcane, but then again, he also has an S scaling. Well, we'll check right now. What's his scaling? I think it is an S on Dexterity. Characters. What's his name again? He has on Dexterity, he has an A. On Arcane, he has a B. I'll do some numbers, and then I'll just do it for fun. I probably will add that as a 5th video, but I just want to get to the recommendations already. That's it. We're done. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned. I hope you learned. I know you learned. I know for a fact you learned. So yeah, go play some Ironeye. Have a good one.